Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 3 as Belgium. We have played for about a couple of years at this point. We've joined the British Customs Union, which is going to be, I think, good for our finances early on, but potentially more importantly is going to be about getting ourselves a solid defensive partner, especially if we can explicitly get ourselves our defensive pact later on. It's going to be good because, yeah, at some point France will get an event, they'll get claims all over us, and if we're vulnerable, they might decide to come after us. But otherwise, things are going okay. Working on the propertied women over here, which is going to be great for us for lots of different reasons. It's not going to matter a tremendous amount early on, the extra workforce, but first of all, it's the right thing to do. Secondly, it's fairly well supported, although the Catholic Church wasn't a fan of that, so we're going to have to keep an eye on it. The industrialists, why are they so cranky? What did I do? The poses the recent change from no colonial affairs colonial. Wait, do you? Did you get a change in leadership at some point that made you hate that? Luckily, after he passed it, I would assume the industrialists would normally be keen on this. Yeah, I'm wondering if Pierre Villain is new to that, or I just missed it this entire time. That was a pretty big change. They definitely had a positive thing for us. We are losing our boosted production research speed, but that's fine because we're not researching production stuff right now. We're into the society tree, which is going to have to be okay. France is bankrolling us. See, they're so nice to us for now. Oh, I have a whole bunch of diplomatic power available. Who would ally us? Oh yeah, but with a favor. I'm just looking for, what am I looking for? Improve relations. We might trade with Russia. I know Spain's close, and whatever, Denmark. We'll just make nearby friends. It's going to be fine. Okay, motor industry's a go. I think what we're going to do, because I would like to also, yeah, let's increase this education. I'm going to go and get ourselves an extra government office. We'll plop it down to Flanders. That's going to be fine. Just to give us some extra bureaucracy to be able to support those. That's going to be all right. We're going to hope that the private construction is going to help develop our economy. We'll work on a little bit of the government stuff. We'll try to get these universities, arts industries going on. Branching out needs motor industry, which is being built, so that's going to be fine. We'll have to activate some rail transportation, which we may or may not be able to support, actually. We'll have to check our rail infrastructure and see how that is. Iron's a little spicy in some places. Okay. And yeah, a little colonization. Once we get a little bit of a toehold here, which, I mean, obviously is really slow right now, but once we do, we could make some moves on Benin, which might be a nice thing. Okay, you're going to support this plus 15%. Yeah, we'll just take the flat out plus 15%. That's fine. Here, who are you for? Landowners? Yeah, you know what? I don't want you gaining any kind of popularity or anything like that. That's not where we want to go. Okay, speed 5 should be fine. And yeah, we might want to let some of the debt burn off here. The number here isn't in red, which first of all happens as soon as you get to our 50% debt load. It also becomes red if you're in a situation where if you stopped construction, you'd still be losing money. The fact that this number's in white means if we didn't do any government construction, we would be making positive cash. All right, moving on to voting here, which is really good. No radicalized movement whatsoever. That's going to be all right. And yeah, we may have to hold off on some law passing. So there you go. Positive money with that being done. We've got plenty of bureaucracy to spare to support our institution increase. That's going to be okay. And yeah, oh, there we go. Property women. We don't need the extra workforce right now, but it was great to pass this right now while we had tons of support. And again, generally the right thing to do. I would love to go and move out of religious schools over here. The problem is this would definitely radicalize the Catholic Church, who do have a decent amount of influence over here. So yeah, we do have a lot of authority. I'm bolstering the industrialists. Should I just bolster the intelligentsia at the same time? I think that might be a good idea. We can always cancel the road maintenance over here too if we need some extra authority, but I'm kind of okay with things for the moment. And yeah, I just like to burn off just a tiny bit of debt here. Now, the groceries are interesting. Groceries are something where we might be quite happy. Ooh, have I noticed this mode before? Where we might be quite happy just building one factory in each state, just to provide cheaper local groceries for our people. Can I click here to build it? No, that would actually be kind of nice. I mean, I know I can go to applications and do that, but then we don't have the price anymore. But still, that's fine. I remember it. Greater profit here. I mean, it's all really profitable. We already have a couple of grocers in Flanders, which I guess is why the price is a little smaller. I think I will build one in Wallonia. So this is going to give our people more bang for their buck. Rather than having to feed themselves just on wheat, they can use groceries. We can use the pricing a lot better. It's going to help the individual standard of living for our pops, which is going to help keep a lot of loyalists and so on and so forth. Okay, we actually have a... oh, this is inactive. Oh? I don't see a little war icon here. Oh, it's an embargo. Ooh. All right. That's fine. We could import some groceries, but if I'm building the food industry, why bother, right? I think we're going to be okay. All right. Industrialist at 0. Pierre's still pretty unhappy about things, but once that goes away, we'll be in good shape. New parties formed. And... ooh, illegitimate government. Yeah, that's pretty illegitimate. So we can get up to a 72 if we combine the landowners with the intelligentsia. The landowners in the Liberal Party. Well, now I've heard everything. That's probably our best bet, though. Okay. So, we're not running any laws. And we might even want to wait for the election to happen as well. I just realized. I assumed this was the election that had triggered, but I guess not. If I were to just look at the intelligentsia, what laws are you interested in that I would also be interested in? I mean, we might want to do eventually some of these government changes, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to keep the monarchy for now, even though, okay, all that does help keep the landowners in pretty high power, which isn't what we want. So I'd love this, but I'm worried about the radicalization. National Guard is endorsed by literally everyone. Secret police as well. Catholic Church. Any of these modifiers temporarily? Yeah. So that we can just by waiting we can burn off -9 with the Catholic Church. So that's not too shabby. I think cultural exclusion is more liberal than racial segregation. Again, the church gets cranky. They're the only ones. Okay, I think if we wait, we'll be in a good position to run some more laws that we're interested in. Iron's gotten crazy expensive. So I think we can probably... and again, I think there's a good chance we can just build iron mines until the game ends. Even when we leave the customs union with Great Britain, I strongly suspect that these... iron mines, we're still going to be happy to have them. But for now, yeah, I'm going to queue up 5 of them. That's going to be okay. So we got the food industry in Wallonia, which should fill itself out pretty quickly. Because it should be a fairly profitable thing. They'll be happy to hire. We could cancel this pot still. So we don't need that much liquor, and we do need a lot of groceries. We'll take another look at this number afterwards. But for now, just driving down the price of groceries, I think, is very beneficial. And yeah, the wheat and the sugar is so cheap right now. We're happy to process a lot of... I think we will use more sugar, right? Yeah, we'd use more sugar if we activated distilleries. We're gonna let this fill out and see what we're looking at. Because as this fills in with staff and we produce more groceries, that price goes down. And what would it do? It'd be kind of about the same. So we'll leave it as is. All right. Yeah, we're doing another government change. This brings the Catholic Church in, which I don't love. How about we do this? Just the industrialists. Barely holding it. Contested at 50, but it'll do. Oh, I radicalized the rural folk as well. Dang it. As I say, radicalizing the trade union is fine. They're marginalized. What about free trade? Free trade is fine. Am I confused? I thought I used to be able... oh, no, it's when there's the movement. You click on it, and then you get a screen where you click on it to bring the other screen up. Okay. Let's take a look here. I don't run too much with tariffs. One of the things I might want to consider, and I don't know exactly how this works, but you can trigger this corn laws, which apparently is a really good way to get the landowners kind of overthrown. Like, this is a situation where the landowners are very powerful and they're in government. Oh yeah, we can't do this with free trade, but apparently this is one of the ways you can resolve a strong landowner situation. But maybe we'll keep leaning into like the monarchy and the aristocracy for now. Even though we know that mechanically it's a bad idea. From a role-playing point of view, it might be interesting to see if we just keep them around for now. I mean, we're playing as the king, sort of, maybe, kind of, I don't know. Or we're playing as the Greater Spirit of Belgium. So our cash numbers just turned red. It's not because I'd actually have a deficit if I stopped construction. It's because I'm more than 50% in debt. Well, the industrialists are already my most powerful group, and I guess I'm still bolstering them, and maybe I don't have to, but it is helpful. The +1 approval is nice, but I think they're okay. Won't send me the 10. I mean, maybe I could work towards it. I don't know. So I think it's fine for me to be building these iron mines right now. And sometimes what happens is you'll see the price for, say, like wood or iron be quite high, and then as soon as your construction stops, the price for iron tanks because you're no longer demanding it from the construction sector. Here, it doesn't matter. We're just a drop in the British trade union market, so whether we're constructing or not isn't going to have a tremendous impact on the price of these goods. Yeah, I'll finish these 2 iron mines. Again, we'll want to burn off some debt. Okay, industrialists really like me. Landowners love me as well, so it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe I'll do this, just take away some of their political power. Although they're kind of on the low side already. Again, we're not suppressing landowners, we're just bolstering the industrialists and the intelligentsia. And maybe I don't need to bolster the industrialists anymore, but in the early game, they tend to be pretty helpful. Tell me we are going to be running a profit as soon as this is done, right? Right? Now, we do have steel mills somewhere. Oh, explosives factory. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got a bunch of changes to make. I forgot. I got my freaking... Oh, my God. I got my nitroglycerin, and I didn't change my mines. It's going to improve our production of those. Then they'll eat more explosives, but we're producing more explosives. We change that mode. Overall, this should be good. Okay. Yes, we are turning a profit now that we're not constructing. Low nursery is being constructed for us, but that's fine. Oh. You see, normally I just go 1 all the time because of migration. Oh, which actually might matter now. I suppose I should have checked first, but negative migration. You're probably going to like Canada and crap. Yeah. That's a little annoying. I guess that's a downside to joining the British market. Okay, we need to burn off some debt because our interest payments are a fair bit. Yeah, 3.71 per month interest. Pharmaceuticals done. Okay, and we're going to go immediately into quinine. And then as soon as that happens, colonization going to go vroom. Burn that off, and then we'll probably look at our universities and art. We've got enough time to finish it. We will have to be quick about it. I guess France isn't bankrolling us anymore, are they? Now, that's still with my military down to nothing, which is fine. Luxury clothes, I would like to tax you. Okay, tell you what, I will stop bolstering the industrialists. And yeah, we will tax the luxury clothes and opium. There's some serious cash input. And again, the sooner we lower the debt, the sooner our economy is in a better position. Some unrealized tax. Where do we have tax waste? Or Flanders, do you really not have enough tax capacity? Oh yeah, just barely. I don't think we're going to rush another government office right now. Although, it does remind me... Okay, yeah, those are 2 maxed. If we had a healthcare institute, we would have gotten +1 level, but we don't yet. All of our construction being used for the private stuff. Ooh, some banana plantations. So, well, that's our land here. Okay, that's why we're not... Okay. So we need this to expand over, yeah, to Benin, so that we're next to it, and it'll make it easier to do a little land invasion in a second. Turn diplomatic play. Okay. Sounds like Russia. Joint stock company auto-spread to us. Groovy. We can establish a new company. So, oh, we already have the Société Anonyme John Cockerill, which is boosting machine workshops, steel mills, and motor industries. We can throw in the metal consortium. Would not increase productivity. Equal to... I mean, but still metal. I mean, could wait for something else to arrive. I guess we'll wait for now. Tooling. Okay, so you're not building any arts or anything by yourself. All right, let's... University. We need you to be level 5. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up. I would have preferred burning off more of this, but it's going to be fine. We're going to queue up 3 more in Flanders. We also need to make sure it's got philosophy active, which it does, and the occupancy, which shouldn't be a problem. It's still positive, but it's going to flip in just a second, I'm sure. As some of these numbers tick in. No, yes, no. Well, wait, we're still turning a profit? Even while constructing? That's crazy. Oh, the iron prices fix themselves, so that's going to be part of it. Ooh, nice positive event over here. Free trade is going well. Okay, well, when you're done that... I guess arts is an industry, isn't it? We need... level 2. So I'll queue out Malonia, which is going to need some infrastructure soon. Oh, yeah, you know what? The price for the fine art's pretty good. So that's going to be decent. And then, right, the last thing I want to check. We've got rail in both ports, so we have some transportation. We have free trade. Great. These are going to be in our colonies. Okay, have active. These are for... Okay, the plantations do need to have it enabled. Which is a little annoying, because it does mean we're going to have to make sure... I'm going to alt-click to get a railway set up there. I know they won't have the expertise. Well, you know what? Finish the university. It's nearly there. That's going to be okay. Transportation shortage in Wallonia. Although there's a railway already queued there. I was going to say, on the private side. Hopefully we still have time to finish these. I think we might be okay. Alright, never mind. Finish the university first, just to make sure this fills itself in. I care about that a little bit more than some of the others. Okay, slight deficit, but that's fine. Iron prices have gone up again. That's fine. Industrialists absolutely adore me. The Catholic Church, their penalties are nearly done. Oh, we can start running private health insurance here. Not going to upset anyone because we're not losing the charity hospitals. Okay, that's a fairly safe law to start passing. Man, the industrialists, infinitude love. Okay, done the... Oops. There you go. Philosophy department is finished. University throughput. And we will want to build more because we do have some innovation cap that is currently unused. But the finances were a little bit rough for it. We might need a little bit of paper industry as well. Injured farmers. Oh, health insurance boost. Big boost. If we're willing to take a mortality hit for a little while, we could get a massive boost for this push. Or we could increase the mortality even more for a tiny bit more of a change. No, you know what? I'm just going to take this. 40 was a lot. I've never seen that event before. Groceries are still expensive. I was going to say, it'll be interesting to see if our private industry is getting into that, but it seems that the answer is no. So this, there we go. Patronize romanticism. And this trade route is inactive. Okay, we'll just cancel it. Isn't it romantic? The throughput would be decent financially, but we could just keep getting a little bit more advanced towards the tech. We don't have that many arts institutes, so I'm not sure how much this is actually going to mean for us. So right now we'll just take the tech boost for the next one. Transportation shortage in Wallonia, but again, private construction. Oh, actually, there's none going on right now. But is it that you're waiting to fill in? No, it's just still there and quite expensive. Okay, I'm going to queue up another one here. Right, and then in the delta over here, we can enable these modes. There we go. That instantly succeeded. You know what? I could back off on that now that it's completed. Maybe I never needed to build the railroad. Although, well, we happen to have some. Railroad building throughput. Motor industries throughput. Progress towards the next tech level. Motor industry is currently not expensive. I don't think I need the throughput, so once again, I'll just take the tech. Steam engine time. This I think is one that's a little more awkward, right? So motor industry level 3. Well, maybe that's fine. Yeah, I'll build another one in Wallonia. And see if we can get that to finish for us. Wood grocery still expensive as heck. I'm wondering if now's the right time to actually go and build a bunch of universities for our tech raid. Oh, hang on. We are adjacent to Benin at this point. I should have taken a look. Oh, first of all, if there's going to be a new warfare, I need to make sure to fix this budget again. And we're definitely going to be on the attack, so I'm actually thinking of throwing in... we really have some caps here. What's our military policy? I would probably prefer the professional army. Because we have some hard caps on what we can build here. Still, with this we should be okay. Where's the other stream I'm looking for this? Ah, there you go. Yes. I'm going to turn on all these buttons. I don't know that we need the transportation side of things. I think we'll be okay. We'll turn on those buttons. We'll give it a beat, but then our plan is probably going to go to declare war on Benin. Where's the government right now? We're at 65 with just the industrialists. I think I'm fine with that. All right, I'm going to try to establish this company. We'll see what happens. Rousing speech. Cool. Yeah, we'll get that healthcare kicked in. Everything's looking pretty okay here. And if we just let these finish, we could potentially get rid of our debt. Quinine's kicked in. Removes all effect from malaria. So now it's on this timer. This is going to go crazy fast. And in fact, I don't mind splitting our efforts now. Let's go and throw in a colony start in Togo as well. To see what we can do. Next tech we might want to do, I'm thinking... we probably... I mean, we could push towards realism because we already have part of it researched, but it'll spread to us eventually. I think we swing back over to production. Unless there's a quick military thing I need, but I think we're fine. That's for defense. Conscriptable. We got some extra modes that we can unlock. No, production it is. And I think I'm just going to burn through all the level 2 techs. If we want to dynamite, 7 years to research, yeah, still a lot. We've got partial fractional distillation. Let's just start working on that. That's going to be fine. But canneries and all that, grocery continues to be pretty expensive, so it seems like it might be a thing to consider working on. Although, conceivably that could be something where the prices crash a little bit later on. It's not quite like tools and iron and all those things. So, see, wood and iron just kicked up again. But I'm wondering about those universities. So, we'll finish this motor industry. Sure, fine. Then we need that for the steam engine. We're already making some money. And all of our construction infrastructure is being used. It's being used by private industry. But that's okay. All right. There you go. France has got their claims all over us. Great Britain. Oh, you would accept with an obligation. Well, you might come around to asking me. Okay, well, we're 25 minutes in, so I'm going to put a cut in here, but I think next episode, I think we're going to see about dropping a little war on Benin here to blob out our territory in this area a wee bit more. Folks, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. I certainly am, and I'm looking forward to what kind of nonsense we can do here as Belgium. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.